And this is going to be free position. It'll be Diomede to take it, or Tangney, excuse me. She has a great window. She marches in, shoots wide right. Out of bounds, and they're initially signaling Salisbury possession. It looked like Wesleyan was closer, but it will not matter. The Seagulls will have it. Here's Lauren Wonder. Played in 2 games this year, make it that number 3 as she makes her first appearance of the day. Helps her team successfully clear. And quickly, Salisbury goes back on offense. Hanchy from her familiar spot to Scannell. And Mears down at the bottom left corner of your screen. Price back to Hanchy. Or Scannell, excuse me, along the 8 meter. Now to Hanchy down low, looking for a player. Could only find Scannell back outside. She couldn't find anywhere to go. 45 on the timer. Hanchy will try again. Hold that. We'll have a whistle and free position. And this is going to be a yellow. And now Salisbury, for the first time, will have a player advantage.
Wesleyan yellow card number 15, Kiara Tangney.
This one assessed to Kiara Tangney. So not only will the Seagulls have a player advantage, but Erin Scannell will have free position from exactly the top of the 8 meter, so she's stationed right in front of Weintraub. Good opportunity for a shot. And Erin Scannell, one of the heavy goal scorers for this team, we'll see if she decides to shoot it here. If so, it'll likely be a quick player advantage, and she does shoot it, but Weintraub is up to the task. Now, Cardinals with some work to do. Hanchy was holding Weintraub behind the net. And taking a shot to the face, it looked like, was Lily Stoller. Thankfully, she seems to be okay. Cardinals looking to clear. Taking it up is Maeve Olson. They still need to get it over, and they do just that, as Molly Simon cuts under Erin Scannell. This is Sam DeLeo, with Price coming right behind her, down at the bottom right side. Now she has a window with Hunsinger. She shoots and scores! Unassisted, Sam DeLeo takes it all the way home for the Cardinals' second goal of the day. She took that all the way up from around midfield. What a job by Sam DeLeo.
She only had 1 shot versus Colby, so she's coming out strong this game, starting with 1 goal.
That's her first goal of the season. As you mentioned, only 1 shot against Colby. Shot number 2, much more successful. 4-2 now the score. And Jim Nestor will once again send Grace Doyle to the circle to attempt the draw control. Kim Williams will send one of her captains, Molly Greer, on the other side. Surprisingly didn't see Molly Greer against Colby, even though she scored 16 goals on 35 shots last year and also recorded 21 ground balls, so she was a regular. But only making her first appearance of the season today. Now she'll match up with Doyle at the circle. 11:16 remaining in the half. Doyle rifles this one up, and Bridget Horst scoops it up. Draw control by the Cardinals, but now Horst has it put on the ground. It was knocked out by Doyle. And Horst went down. I think she's going to be the one that got called for the foul there, so the Seagulls will have possession in an attempt to clear. This is Reagan Davis. going up the near sideline before passing. Now cross field pass a couple times and the Seagulls clear and go on the attack. Scannell and Knight. Salisbury now moving it around the perimeter. Doyle. We'll see who cuts. It's Hanchy. Back out to Knight. And over to Doyle. Still along the 12-meter. Hanchy once again. Mears cut that time. Didn't come open, however. Now Doyle. 38 seconds. Back to Scannell. Salisbury still moving it around. Great defense from the Cardinals. Parker. Outside Knight. And we'll have a whistle with 27 seconds on the shot clock. Didn't see exactly what happened, but it's going to be assessed to the Cardinals, and it'll be free position. Caroline Knight down from the near part of the 8-meter. She'll cut and take the extra steps before shooting. Initial save by Weintraub and a second save as well. Aaron Scannell had a golden opportunity on the rebound. Somehow Weintraub made the save. And the Cardinals dodge a few bullets. Weintraub a bullet up to Olivia Lai. And a successful clear. Lai now moving fast. Knight trailing. Izzy Weintraub standing on her head there on that last possession, and her team now trying to capitalize.
She so far has 4 saves for this season, or for this game, but last season she recorded 37 saves for her freshman year.
If she wasn't the primary goalie, that was Abby Walk, now having her chance to be a regular starter. So far up to the task. Only 10 goals allowed against Colby, and we're a little more than a quarter and a half. Just 4 here against a very high-scoring and potent Seagull offense. A couple of head fakes from Bain do nothing. Natalie Held knocks it out and comes up with the ground ball. So some great defense on the other end from the Seagulls as well. Hunsinger over to Held in the far corner, excuse me. Now Milliron. And Salisbury clears. Hold that. Sloppy pass from Milliron is taken away. Cardinals with a chance. In transition, Lai. Moving across the midfield line and passing. So the turnover's not quite a thing of the past yet for either of these teams. They're both still having trouble with it. This is Tangney. Initially the regular draw control player for Kim Williams' team, but found very little success. Haven't seen her as much. Now here's Diomede. This is going to be foul and free position inside the 8-meter. Diomede will have it on the left side. Referees called that one pretty quickly. 48 seconds on the shot clock, so Diomede has options here. Trying to make this a 1-goal game. Not able to. That shot goes wide right. And Leah Vieloff was the closest to it. Hunsinger didn't need to make a save that time, but now she's looking for somewhere to go and finds Held in the far corner. She's in trouble, but dumps it off to Price. Price then rainbows to Hessen. Usually a defender now on the offensive end. Has trouble with it. That was kind of a low pass from Price, and it's turned over once again. Cutting right down the middle, and wide open was Schumacher, but the ball was put on the ground, and the Seagull defense had a chance to recover, but getting it back for the Cardinals was Bain. That was almost an easy transition goal for Maddie Schumacher. Regardless, Cardinals still with possession. Brown. Now there's the cut, and there's the score. It's Tangney. We've said her name a lot. Already the 10th shot of the day for the Cardinals, and it's 4-3.
Wesleyan goal scored by number 15, Kiara Tangney, assisted by number 11, Laura Bain.
Tangney was big versus Colby and continues to be big here. After Salisbury went up 3-0, Wesleyan makes it a 4-3 game.
With these turnovers, it's hard to get control of the ball and make sure you run your offense, so limiting these mistakes might help gain control of the ball and have more opportunities on the offensive end.
We'll see if both of these teams really looking to do that. It's the reason, one of the primary reasons this game has remained so close. Tangney, for reference, versus Colby, 2 goals on 8 shots, 5 of those shots on goal, plus 5 ground balls, 3 caused turnovers, and 2 draw controls. She was tied for the team lead in shots and goals, and shots on goal, and ground balls. She was, as we mentioned, All-NESCAC's second teamer last year. Continues to be impactful. Now she'll face off against Price at the circle, with what has suddenly become just a 1-goal game. Held, trying to get to it before Horst does. She's unable to. Cardinals control with a chance to tie. 6:25 left in the half. Horst over to Olivia Lai. Coming up behind her is Veloff. Lai makes a couple nice cuts. Now the Cardinals will slow things down. Still got plenty of time on the shot clock. Lai, nothing there. Still nothing. Now Lai gets it back on the 12-meter. 50 seconds on the shot clock. Now flipped over a couple times. Initially to DeLeo, and now it's moved down low. Bain working at X. She's got Lauren Wonder hung up. She'll curl around, take the shot herself, and score! Laura Bain ties this thing up. She caught Lauren Wonder behind Hunsinger and capitalized, and this thing is tied.
Wesleyan goal scored by number 11, Laura Bain.
Laura Bain, another one of those players who had a goal versus Colby, continues her scoring efforts in this 2024 season. Knocks this thing at 4. So now the Cardinals on a 4-1 scoring run following a barrage of Seagulls shots early. And Molly Greer facing off, or heading to the circle for the Cardinals. Facing off against Juliana Ott, who we haven't seen used at all from that point this game, but Greer moved early, so successful draw control for Ott. Mentioned she had a big performance against the Shore women down in Chestertown. Their team now desperately in need of an answer. Ott almost took it all the way home herself. Now had to move to X and outlet to Hanchy. This is Scannell. Hanchy finds the cutter. That pass was high, but it went right back to Hanchy. Knight finds Mears again. That shot misses wide right. Here's Pepper. Scannell down low. Mears has been the primary cutter on this possession. Ott over to Knight. Under 50 on the shot clock. Pepper in the near corner. Now it's Scannell on the cut, and Weintraub is up to the task. She makes the save.
They're really trying to look for that inside cutter, but unfortunately it didn't work out this possession.
And we've seen Izzy Weintraub make a couple of big saves for her team. Aaron Scannell with a rare outside shot there. And now, believe it or not, the Cardinals with a chance to take the lead. DeLeo, the near lower part of the 12-meter. Under 4 minutes now remaining in the half. Greer down to Shoemaker. Under 50 on the shot clock. Olivia Lai has speed. Now that pass almost sailed on her, but it was controlled. 35 seconds on the shot clock. Marching in once again is DeLeo. This time she brings it home. And excuse me, that is Georgia Mackey coming off the bench. Blows that one by the right side of Caitlin Hunsinger, and the Cardinals have their first lead of the day.
You can see that the Salisbury Seagulls on this end are trying to double team those key players, especially Olivia Lau. So it opens up new opportunities for other players around the arc.
Georgia Mackey, one of those players, the beneficiary that time. And Jim Nestor wants to call timeout. He's seen enough. 3 minutes and 20 seconds remaining in the half. This team finds themselves in unfamiliar territory, down 5-4. Don't go anywhere. Conclusion of the half coming up.
Sure, we care about the environment and the community,
but we weren't sure what we could do to make a real impact that wouldn't cost us a fortune. Then we found out about Nautilus Community Solar. We don't have to own our own home, and it doesn't cost us a thing. In fact, we actually save money by choosing community solar.
It feels good knowing that we're creating a more sustainable and more affordable future for family and friends.
Let's build a brighter future together. Let's solar.
We understand an upside-down world, but they're writing us off before we get to the starting line. A stalled generation? Who do you think is gonna fix all this? We will, because our future is the future. So we're going to build bridges and hospitals in a day, and feed those left in the cold. We're going to do all this and more, because we have an appointment with destiny.
Don't forget to visit our friends at Nautilus Solar to learn how to lower your monthly utility bill and power your home with clean energy. With Nautilus Community Solar, everyone who lives in Maryland and pays a utility bill is guaranteed to save 10% or 25% if you qualify as low to moderate income. All you need to do is sign up. No investment, roof, or commitment is needed. Learn more at nautilussolar.com. That's NAUTILUSSOLAR.com. So out of the Salisbury timeout, Jim Nestor's team finds himself in a place that they typically don't see very much in the regular season, down 5-4 with 3 minutes and 20 seconds remaining in the half. And also something else worth mentioning, Delaney Pachoviak returning to the sideline on crutches and in street clothes, so she is done for the day. A big loss for the Seagull defense. Meredith Price will match up against Tangney in what has all of a sudden become a monumental draw control attempt. And that one is speared right at Scannell, who grabs it. An alert play from Aaron Scannell as the Seagulls now look to end this run, but Scannell almost turns it over, but it's going to be a foul, so Salisbury avoids disaster and maintains possession. Hessen and Held. Lauren Wonder, the player that has come out to replace Pachoviak defensively. Here's Scannell and Pepper. Pepper rainbows one. Veloff back to Scannell. She's standing on the left side of the 12-meter. Back to Veloff up top. Price and Veloff. Salisbury still looking for the cut.
You can see they're trying to penetrate as far in as possible and bring those defenders in to see if they can get an open look.
And they haven't found it yet. Now Mears was open in front of the goal, but unable to get it to her. And now Pepper's open. She takes a shot and misses wide. 16 on the shot clock now. Seagulls have to move fast. No, they'll get a reset. Scannell, Veloff. Nice stop and go. Oh, what a pass and what a shot. Cameron Pepper. That looked like a tip-in in hockey. Salisbury ties it up. Beautifully done on the pass and cut.
Salisbury goal scored by number 11, Cameron Pepper.
So 5-5 now with a minute 51 remaining in the half. Teams even with 12 shots apiece. What looked like was going to be a Salisbury runaway early has all of a sudden turned into a neck-and-neck matchup. Tangney and Price returning to the circle.
Salisbury
This one rifled up in the air and grabbed by Meredith Price. So successful draw control for her. Not only does she attempt it, but she secures it as well. Hanchey down in the near corner. That pass gets away and it won't matter. Errant passing continues to plague Jim Nestor's team. Buck 31 now remaining in the half. Here goes Wesleyan. They'll slow things down. Minute 15 now. Again, score still 5-5. Olivia Lai down low. Near corner, Hessen is the one assigned to guard her. Lai doubled. Now out to Tangney and passes moved around. Looked like the Cardinals might have had a window there. It closed quickly. 53 seconds now remaining. 50 on the shot clock. Outside Tangney. Will she take the shot? No. About 3 seconds separating shot and game. Lai being held by Hessen. Now she makes a move and gets by her. That pass was deflected, it looked like, because it went way high. So it'll stay with the Cardinals as we hit the 30-second mark. 27 on the shot clock. Now another cut, this ball on the ground. Picked up by Diomede. And a whistle and a foul. So critical free position coming with just 22 seconds remaining in a tied game and 15 seconds on the shot clock. We can imagine Sam DeLeo will likely take the shot given that there's only 15 seconds, and she will do just that. Hunsinger not able to save it. That one is bounced home, and that was Becca Dibble. One ground ball versus Colby was all she had on the stat sheet this season, and now she gets her first goal as she bounces that one past Hunsinger on free position. And with just 19 seconds left in the half, the Cardinals lead 6-5. As you hear the wind continue to pick up here at the Nest. And Mackenzie, you touched on this earlier. We've seen 11 goals in this game from 11 different players between the two sides.
Yeah, it's really important to notice that even though other players might not be doing as good as on that offensive end, other people are kind of picking up the slack, making sure that they keep it a tight game with the score.
So still 19 seconds left. Shot clock doesn't really matter now, but 19 seconds left on the game clock. Whoever wins this draw control is going to have enough time for maybe another good look offensively. It'll be Doyle to attempt the draw control for the Seagulls.
She's been a crucial part of the team's draw controls as she finished with 53 last year, so to put her out there at this situation is probably perfect.
An early movement now from Greer, so right on cue, Doyle a successful draw control, 10 seconds. Seagulls have to move fast if they want to go in tied. Scannell, 5 seconds, inside. Now they go low, Hanchey, the cut, Scannell, shot misses wide. And there's the buzzer and the half. The Seagulls do get a look, but they're not able to bring it home. And Jim Nestor's team has some work to do.
At the end
Turnovers
of the first
wreaking
half,
havoc.
the score
And
is
Wesleyan leads 6-5. We've
Salisbury
played
5.
2. Third quarter coming up after the break.
Salisbury University offers a world-class education right in your backyard. Apply now. Opportunities await. Choose from over 60 majors, master's degrees, and doctoral programs spanning business, education, health, the arts, and science. Discover opportunities for internships and research with expert faculty. The Guerreri Academic Commons is ranked one of the top 20 best college libraries in the nation. Visit the beautiful campus and become a Seagull. Learn more at salisbury.edu.
How will you make tomorrow yours? Salisbury University thanks its sponsors and corporate partners of Seagull Athletics. They are Lafayette Federal Credit Union, Nautilus Solar, Hopper's Tap House, University Park Apartments, Peninsula Orthopedic Associates, Island Creamery, Maryland Army National Guard, BioLife Plasma, the Irish Penny Pub and Grill, Serve Pro of the Lower Shore, Rise Up Coffee Roasters, Saltine Warrior Sports Pub, and Harry's Bar. Thanks again for your support of Salisbury University Athletics. Remember to visit www.suseagulls.com anytime, day or night, to find out more about Salisbury University's 21 varsity sports. The Salisbury Athletic website is the home of everything you need to be up to date with the Seagulls. From stats and stories to historical information and video highlights from the Seagull Sports Network, you can find it at the online home for Salisbury Athletics. suseagulls.com, your one-stop shop for everything maroon and gold. And for even more ways to follow Salisbury Athletics, follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at SU Seagulls. Are you a Seagull fan or parent who bleeds maroon and gold? Join the Maroon and Gold Club to help support Salisbury University student athletes. Visit suseagulls.com for more information. The Maroon and Gold Club, for those who bleed maroon and gold.
Sure, we care about the environment and the community.
But we weren't sure what we could do to make a real impact that wouldn't cost us a fortune. Then we found out about Nautilus Community Solar. We don't have to own our own home, and it doesn't cost us a thing. In fact, we actually save money by choosing community solar.
It feels good knowing that we're creating a more sustainable and more affordable future for family and friends.
Let's build a brighter future together. Let's solar.
We understand an upside-down world, but they're writing us off before we get to the starting line. A stalled generation? Who do you think is gonna fix all this? We will, because our future is the future. So we're going to build bridges and hospitals in a day and feed those left in the cold. We're going to do all this and more because we have an appointment with destiny.
I became a teacher for our children to help guide them to a brighter future. I educate myself on topics like clean energy, then share that knowledge with my students to help create a sustainable community. Community solar is a great source of clean energy, and it's affordable, more sustainable, and more affordable. Now that's a bright future for me and the kids. Let's build a better world. Let's solar.
Side. We'll see if she decides to take the shot herself. Not.
Salisbury University offers a world-class education right in your backyard. Apply now. Opportunities await. Choose from over 60 majors, master's degrees, and doctoral programs spanning business, education, health, the arts, and science. Discover opportunities for internships and research with expert faculty. The Guerreri Academic Commons is ranked one of the top 20 best college libraries in the nation. Visit the beautiful campus and become a Seagull. Learn more at salisbury.edu.
There's a powerful How will you make tomorrow yours?
Salisbury University thanks its sponsors and corporate partners of Seagull Athletics. They are Lafayette Federal Credit Union, Nautilus Solar, Hopper's Tap House, University Park Apartments, Peninsula Orthopedic Associates, Island Creamery, Maryland Army National Guard, BioLife Plasma, the Irish Penny Pub and Grill, Serve Pro of the Lower Shore, Rise Up Coffee Roasters, Saltine Warrior Sports Pub, and Harry's Bar. Thanks again for your support of Salisbury University Athletics.
Welcome back, everyone, to the Nest, otherwise known as Seagull Stadium, here in Salisbury, Maryland, as we get set to start half number 2 of this ranked women's lacrosse matchup. The home team, number 5 Salisbury Seagulls, find themselves down 6-5 to the number 11 visiting team, the Wesleyan University Cardinals. I'm Jeremy Carr, joined by Mackenzie Womack. Mackenzie, this is not really what anyone expected when Salisbury jumped out to a 3-0 lead. We've seen 11 different players score 11 different goals. Salisbury comes into today 4-0, Wesleyan, 0-1. And they actually outscored Salisbury 5-2 in the second quarter, so a very interesting turn of events.
I think what's really playing a role is the turnovers here. Salisbury has 11 turnovers, which really plays a role on how long they can have the ball for an offense, and it's not giving them a whole lot of opportunity to get it in the back of the net.
Yeah, they've definitely had trouble in transition with passing. Another thing to note, Delaney Pachoviak, we saw go down in that first quarter with an injury. She's been lost for the remainder of the game. We'll see how much of an impact that has. She had developed a chemistry with Hessen, Held, and the Davises defensively. They were the primary unit for pretty much the entirety of the Washington Lee game, and at least the first portion of the other games that Salisbury has played. We saw Lauren Wonder come in in relief of her, and we'll see that again here. And also, more big news, a goalie change, something we don't see every day, especially with Caitlin Hunsinger, the grad student who has been so steady for Jim Nestor's team. Now Gabby Dorsey coming in. She's appeared in all 4 games but hasn't started any of them. Now she'll start the second half in goal. So Jim Nestor, not happy with Caitlin Hunsinger's performance, makes the hook. The Seagulls again in unfamiliar territory, playing from behind. Look to start off half number 2, quarter number 3 in commanding fashion.
Hopefully Dorsey comes out here and really stops Wesleyan from scoring. So far in the season, she's allowed 5 goals, has had 6 saves, and obviously that's over the span of 4 games, so she's doing pretty good so far this year.
We'll see how she does here. Only faced 14 shots. Wesleyan had 14 shots against Hunsinger in that first half alone. It'll be Price and Tangney at the circle, as it has been. They've been probably the 2 most frequent visitors to that spot. This one is shot in the air. Now on the ground, and it's won by Wesleyan, so they'll start the second half with possession. Veloff sneaking up behind Olivia Lai. She has one of those 11 goals. Now it's Dibble. She has one as well. Our Bain inside the 8-meter, nothing there. Passes back out Tangney. And that one gets away from Lai initially. She's moving close to the end line, falls out of bounds. Was she pushed, though? Looks like that's what the call is going to be, so Natalie Held not able to force the turnover. Lai and the Cardinals keep possession. Tangney whipping it around the horn. Dibble. Cardinals with a chance to go up 2. Working inside is Diomede. Price was there. Now Dibble along the 8-meter. Still nothing there. 22 on the timer. Down low. This is Bain. Defended by Hessen. Reverses field. Gets some space. And draws the foul. No, they say the foul's on Bain. So offensive foul, and it'll be Seagull possession. Hessen has to reach back to grab that one. Now Dorsey got hit as she released it, but still able to outlet to Milliron, who is now moving towards the near side. Quickly, 2 minutes gone in this half. The Seagulls have possession, almost lost it there, but Reagan Davis keeps it in bounds. She goes up the far sideline, and Salisbury clears. Davis has it knocked out, gets it right back. Now finds Wonder. She's triple teamed. Weaves through it. Has it knocked out from behind. Ground ball. Picked up by the Cardinals. They force another Seagull turnover.
Wesleyan really putting on the pressure to try and get those turnovers, and they end up being successful to get the ball back and try to score, keep the lead.
Dorsey makes a save that time. Now Salisbury will look to clear and go back on offense. Quickly, 3 minutes gone in this half. Milliron crosses midfield. Now held the long pass into the corner. Hanchy and co. As this Scannell has it now. Will have their first really good offensive look at this second half.
Still in that zone defense, something Salisbury hasn't seen a whole lot this year.
Oh, that pass, Weintraub deflected it. Hanchey shot it just wide left. And judging by the goal total, seems like they're having a bit of trouble with it as this pass gets over the head of Scannell, but she's able to run to the ground ball. Here's Veloff. Still 48 in the timer. Salisbury looking to knot this thing up once again. Scannell cuts inside from the 12-meter. Nothing there, goes to Price. She steps in the 8-meter and passes. Quick shot from Pepper. I think that hit the post and rolled right in front of Weintraub, who covers it up. Good look for Cameron Pepper that time, just better goalkeeping from Izzy Weintraub. Now the Cardinals, once again, going on offense, will have their second opportunity to go up 7-5. Wind has been steadily blowing from left to right throughout the course of this game. We've been watching the flags at the far end of the field. It's whipping throughout the course of this game. Bain held in check by Davis. Pass out to Horst. Hessen trying to stay with her. That's Veloff, excuse me. Still nothing there for Lai. Now she has a window. She shoots and gets it past Dorsey. Olivia Lai becomes the first player to score 2 goals today, and the Cardinals now up 7-5. She got one past Hunsinger, and she says the goalie change does not matter. I'll get it past Dorsey too.
Another thing to notice is she was a big contributor last year. She had a majority of the goals for the Wesleyan Cardinals, so our defense is doing a pretty good job only limiting her to 2 halfway through the game.
Definitely could see a lot more from her. She's a potent scorer. As you mentioned, Salisbury defense doing a good job holding her to just 2 thus far, but the Seagulls haven't really gotten any good looks offensively in quite a while. They're in desperate need of one now. But in order for that to happen, Grace Doyle needs to see this draw controlled. This one is going to roll all the way to Madeline Davis, who picks it up. So Doyle does get the successful draw control, but Davis now in trouble. Dumps it to Hessen. To Wonder all the way across. To Held on the other side. That's Reagan Davis. Crossing midfield and moving in transition. 9:20 remaining in the third. Here's Parker. Down at the lower portion of the 12-meter. Pitch and catch with Pepper. Back outside. Back to Parker at the same spot. Pass across. Veloff couldn't find anything there. Now it's Abby Lantos on the other side, and Parker once again. Parker again, the long pass to Veloff. Parker gets it back at X. 30 seconds to work with. Out to Caroline Knight beyond the 12-meter. Over to Lantos. Having some trouble with that, but getting it back quickly with Salisbury and Pepper. Now down to 16 seconds. Inside Mears, shoots, saved by Weintraub. Pass deflected, out of bounds. Let's see who they're going to say. Salisbury possession, and they'll get a fresh 60. Weintraub, another nice save, but Salisbury still not done with this offensive possession. Parker now finds the cutting Lantos, and Weintraub, another save. Pepper. Lantos has trouble with it, gets it back. Got hit in the head. So that'll be a foul and free position from the 12-meter for Abby Lantos. Knight around the perimeter. Pepper looking for somewhere to go. Lantos and move back outside. This is Parker. Parker to Doyle. Doyle down low. 10 seconds. Pass inside. Lantos falls down. Has to just flip it. 6 seconds on the shot clock. 5. Pepper trying to get to it. She'll have to put a long shot up. She does. She scores! With 0 seconds showing on the shot clock currently, Cameron Pepper fires one from outside. Wow! At a time when her team needed it most. Cameron Pepper comes through.
Perfect timing, perfect goal executed by Cameron Pepper. She was a key player for the goals last year. Contributed to some C2C rankings and just added another goal to her tally, making it 7 on the season so far.
Maybe none bigger than that one right there. Makes it a 1-goal game once again. Jim Nestor using some personnel that typically doesn't. As you mentioned, this zone defense not something Salisbury has seen a lot of, so some new players getting looks with Pepper and Parker, who are the regulars. Lantos and Doyle were out there as well, as was Madison Hare, or Veloff, excuse me, and that time it worked. Now the ensuing draw control. It's a matchup between Price and Tangney. It's going to roll not quite to Cameron Pepper and the restraining line, so Wesleyan controls. And that was pretty clear. It looked like Diomede stepped out of bounds. And we're going to have a timeout. Was it called before she stepped out of bounds? We'll have to wait and see. We'll take a quick break and see who has possession coming up after the break. 6:55 remaining in the third. 7-6 Wesleyan.
Sure, we care about the environment and the community,
but we weren't sure what we could do to make a real impact that wouldn't cost us a fortune. Then we found out about Nautilus Community Solar. We don't have to own our own home, and it doesn't cost us a thing. In fact, we actually save money by choosing community solar.
It feels good knowing that we're creating a more sustainable and more affordable future for family and friends.
Let's build a brighter future together. Let's solar.
We understand an upside-down world, but they're writing us off before we get to the starting line. A stalled generation? Who do you think is gonna fix all this? We will, because our future is the future. So we're going to build bridges and hospitals in a day, and feed those left in the cold. We're going to do all this and more, because we have an appointment with destiny.
In the Maryland Army National Guard, get a head start on a career in exciting fields including science, communications, and engineering. The Maryland Army National Guard can pay up to 100% of your tuition so you can focus on learning. To learn more about the Maryland Army National Guard, go to nationalguard.com/MD. That's nationalguard.com/MD. Out of the timeout, it'll be Wesleyan possession. They have a 7-6 lead with 6:55 remaining in the third. Salisbury's actually outshot Wesleyan in this game 19-15, but Izzy Weintraub has made a handful of impressive saves. We saw Cameron Pepper with a huge goal a moment ago. Now the Salisbury defense trying to build on that momentum. Hanchy forces a pass from Tangney. She makes it successfully. This is Molly Greer. Easy flip to Tangney, who then tosses over to DeLeo. And the Cardinals will establish themselves offensively. Bain was looking for somewhere to go. There was nothing there. Tangney trying to get by Price. Has a window, shoots. Oh, what a save by Dorsey. Then she has it swept out, but she is able to pick it up, so Gabby Dorsey up to the task in some of the first action she sees. She saw a goal from Lai earlier, but hasn't really seen much aside from that. That time, a huge save, and now the Seagulls with a chance to clear, and they have a lot of numbers the other way. This is Reagan Davis. Salisbury looking to tie. Hanchy. Lantos. Around the horn, this is Price. Down to Parker. The lower portion of the 12-meter. 5:40 remaining in the third. Under 50 on the shot clock. Veloff. Nothing there. Back to Price at the top of the 12-meter. She's doubled. Now the cut down the middle. Veloff shoots. Weintraub makes another save. She saw Dorsey make a big one at the other end and answers the call that time. And that was a good look from Veloff. Just Weintraub a better save.
She's had 10 saves on this game so far, so she's doing pretty well in that goal, protecting it, making sure Salisbury stays behind a little bit.
And touching it out of bounds was number 32, Maeve Olson. So another turnover as Wonder launches to Reagan Davis. Salisbury going back on the attack if they can clear. And they can. Veloff back and forth with Price. Now it's moved around. Parker. Here's the cut from up top. Veloff dumps it inside. Ground ball. Mears trying to get to it. Flips it towards the goal. It goes over the top, but Parker comes up with it regardless, so Salisbury maintains possession. Pepper had a window, and now a dangerous pass is stolen away. Heavy contact and a foul called on Veloff. Saw that one coming.
A lot of work around the outside, trying to make sure that they have good passes to get a look in the middle, but it's just not working out for the goals today.
And to the credit of the Cardinals, we've seen them pretty much outside of the first quarter clean up their passing, especially in transition. Been much less of a problem for them. DeLeo and Dibble down into the left corner. Bain running along the end line. Tries to hang up Davis, nothing doing there.
Really good job by the goals. By when a Wesleyan player starts to penetrate, they decide to slide over and help.
And they do that a couple times there to keep Horst from shooting. Now they'll have to do it again. Dibble with a window. She shoots and scores. It looked like she 5-holed it past Gabby Dorsey, and it's once again a 2-goal game.
Wesleyan goal scored by number 36, Becca Dibble.
Dibble got by Lauren Wonder that time. Wonder coming in, did not start this game, but came in with the Pachoviak injury, so really we see that have a direct impact for the first time right there. 8-6. Doyle will match up against Tangney to attempt the draw control. Tangney has picked up with regard to draw controls in this game. She lost the first 3 or so. Since then, has held her own with whomever it has been for Salisbury, whether it's been Doyle, Veloff, or Price. Tangney has had relative success against all of them, not so there, as Doyle slaps it to Natalie Held. Salisbury once again looking to cut it to the 1-goal deficit. Natalie Held doesn't typically take shots, but thought about it there. Ultimately outletted to Hanchy. Now Lantos flips to Hanchy. She's working at X. Back to Lantos. Outside Knight has a bit of a window at the 12-meter if she can make a move. She cannot, however. Pepper. Back to Hanchy. Again from her office. Pepper's open. She finds her. Extra pass to Mears. She scores. Textbook passing. Hanchy to Pepper to Mears equals goal.
Great way to work the ball around, make sure that you can find an open slot, and they just did just that with Mears wide open, ready for the goal.
And you saw there on the replay, Pepper had a window. It closed fast on the double, so she makes the extra pass to Mears, as you said. 8-7.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention please. A wallet was found in the women's restroom here at Seagull Stadium. If that is yours, it is now in the hands of campus police.
So 8-7 the score. Tangney and Doyle, after just matching up a moment ago, will do so again here. That was a beautiful passing play there on the Seagull offensive end with 2:18 to go in the third. They'll once again try to tie this thing up. Doyle. Ball on the ground. Running to it is Horst. Held trying to beat her there. Not able to. Bridget Horst comes up with it. Horst, surprisingly, the primary draw control specialist against Colby. It's been Tangney almost exclusively here today, but Bridget Horst still making a big contribution.
Another thing to notice, we have new defensive players on the field. We have Abby Flechelle trying to see what she can contribute to the team out there on the defensive end to make sure that the Wesleyan Cardinals do not come out here and score.
You said she's there right next to Dorsey. This one is flipped to Horst, defended by Knight. Now move to Lai at X. And Fleischel assigned to guard her, a tough ask for her first game appearance. Now Horst. Down to Bain, she's got Doyle hung up. Out to Dibble. Dibble makes a move. Can't get past Knight. Caroline Knight holds steady, 24 on the shot clock. Back to Bain. Still defended by Doyle. Now the cut, that pass sailed away from Shoemaker, but stays with the Cardinals, 14 on the timer. Lai, side shot, scores. What an incredible goal that time from Olivia Lai. Falling down.
Goal scored by number 18, Olivia Lai.
She's got a hat trick. Held was right in her face. And Olivia Lai, with her third, as we said, puts her team back up 2.
We knew she was going to be a good contributor for this Wesleyan team, but that was just an incredible play that she just made.
And not a whole lot you can do about that defensively. Natalie Held played it pretty well. So with 49 seconds remaining in the third, Salisbury with more work to do. Take 3 for Doyle and Tangney here in the last couple minutes. Doyle won the first in that stretch. Tangney answered with a win of her own. Misplayed, it looked like, by Natalie Held. Horst scoops up the ground ball. Will she take it all the way home in transition? No, she'll pass to Bain. And Horst had the cutting. Shoemaker didn't see her. She'll march back out. Now she gives to DeLeo. 28 seconds on the shot, or on the game clock, so shot clock really doesn't matter right now. At least not for the rest of this quarter. Dibble comes on. DeLeo gives it to her. 60 seconds, 10 seconds on the game clock. Caroline Knight stays strong. Dibble from beyond the 12-meter pass thrown away right to Hessen, and there's the buzzer. So the Seagull defense comes up with a stop to end the third, but they've got work to do heading into the fourth. They're down 2. Don't go anywhere, folks. This looks to be an exciting conclusion.
9, Salisbury 7.
Salisbury University thanks its sponsors and corporate partners of Seagull Athletics. They are Lafayette Federal Credit Union, Nautilus Solar, Hopper's Tap House, University Park Apartments, Peninsula Orthopedic Associates, Island Creamery, Maryland Army National Guard, BioLife Plasma, The Irish Penny Pub and Grill, Serve Pro of the Lower Shore, Rise Up Coffee Roasters, Saltine Warrior Sports Pub, and Harry's Bar. Thanks again for your support of Salisbury University Athletics. Remember to visit www.suseagulls.com anytime, day or night, to find out more about Salisbury University's 21 varsity sports. The Salisbury Athletic website is the home of everything you need to be up to date with the Seagulls. From stats and stories to historical information and video highlights from the Seagull Sports Network, you can find it at the online home for Salisbury Athletics. suseagulls.com, your one-stop shop for everything maroon and gold. And for even more ways to follow Salisbury Athletics, follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at SU Seagulls. Are you a Seagull fan or parent who bleeds maroon and gold? Join the Maroon and Gold Club to help support Salisbury University student athletes. Visit suseagulls.com for more information. The Maroon and Gold Club, for those who bleed maroon and gold.
Generosity is rewarding. Donating plasma can make a big difference to your monthly income and an even bigger difference in the lives of people with rare diseases. New donors can get up to $900 in their first month donating. Visit biolifeplasma.com to register to become a new donor today. BioLife Salisbury is located at 125 West College Avenue in the College Square Shopping Center right next to Planet Fitness. 15 minutes left here in this ranked matchup. Salisbury Women's Lacrosse finds themselves down 9-7 to the visiting Cardinals of Wesleyan University. Jeremy Carr, Mackenzie Womack on the call. Mackenzie, 15 minutes the Seagulls have to figure things out here.
I hope they can pull out the win here. They are ranked higher than the Wesleyan Cardinals, so I guess we'll see what the outcome is in about 15 minutes.
Wesleyan outscoring Salisbury 3-2 in that third frame. Salisbury, we know they can score in bunches, and they've never needed a bunch more than they do right now. So after using Doyle for the last few, Jim Nestor will send Meredith Price to the circle. Tangney remains there for the Cardinals. Ground ball still being fought for. Extended ground ball, but eventually Bridget Horst comes up with it. So another successful draw control for the Cardinals. As now Stoller takes this one by Veloff and weaves through traffic, maintains possession. Great job by Lily Stoller. Cardinals in no rush right now. This is Dibble. Moved around the horn by Wesleyan. Aim down low to Shoemaker. Defended by Reagan Davis. Pass stolen away. Elizabeth Hessen comes through defensively for Salisbury, and they now move in transition. They have a good opportunity here if they decide to shoot it. They'll go to Hanchy behind the net and slow things down at a point where every offensive possession is critical. Probably a smart decision that time. Pepper. Rainbows one to Mears on the other side. Now to Veloff. And over to Price. Along the 12-meter, back down to Pepper. And to Hanchy. At X, thought about the curl around, went back outside. This is going to be a foul and free position for Salisbury. I couldn't see who it was called against, but it'll be Price to take it. She has good position to take the shot if she wants to, but Weintraub's been up to the task most of this game. Price marches in, shoots. That one got deflected. Weintraub doesn't have many easier opportunities than that. It looked like it kind of hit the stick of Price as she was following through. Bounced harmlessly to Weintraub. Cardinals hold strong. That one's knocked out. Salisbury offense playing some defense that time, forcing the turnover and getting possession back. Seagulls with 12:50 to work with. This is Scannell. To Mears. In front, Hanchy. Had a window, shoots one that misses to the right. Said Hanchy had a window, but it closed pretty fast. However, Pepper back there, and the Seagulls maintain possession. Veloff, Scannell, marches in, triple teamed. Hanchy. This is Price. Forced to move along the 12. Hanchy back to Price. Now she crosses. This is Parker. Parker makes a move. Inside shoots. Saved by Weintraub once again. Alexandra Parker had a good look. Izzy Weintraub once again standing on her head.
Salisbury does a really nice job penetrating in, but they just can't seem to finish the job by finding an open player and getting a look to the goal.
Yeah, Weintraub had 10 saves just in the first half alone, so she's stockpiling them on the stat sheet. And as you mentioned, Salisbury getting good looks. Weintraub is stonewalling them, however. So the Cardinals back on offense. Madeline Davis trying to hold strong, and she does. Dorsey there as well to make the save. However, it bounces right back to the Cardinals. So the Seagull defense with still work to do. This is Lai. She's got 3 already. Fleischel tasked with guarding her. Keeps her in front that time. Now Lai curls around, shoots one. Did Dorsey save that? Looked like she did. Gabby Dorsey. I thought initially that looked like it went in. Play goes on. Seagull defense. The big stop, and now that one's almost taken away. The Seagulls avoid disaster as that one was last touched by Shoemaker going out of bounds. Looks like we're going to have an issue with the clock. Referee announcing what the shot clock, it'll be 75. Salisbury still with it in their own end. 75 seconds to work with. They've had good looks on their last couple offensive possessions, but Weintraub, as we mentioned, stonewalled them. We'll get another chance here. 10:20 remaining in the game. Here's the cutting Caroline Knight, has it knocked out. Ground ball is tipped to Ott, however. Hanchy outside to Knight. She's in the lower part of your screen. Doyle and across to Ott. Ott defended well. Hanchy. Mears fighting for the ground ball. Now knocked out in front of Knight. She can't get to it. Wesleyan can. This is taking it all the way end to end for making the pass to Lai. A nice cut under 2 Seagull defenders. Lai. Couple extra passes, and Bain brings it home. Saw that one written on the wall. Cardinals had numbers. Gabby Dorsey left on an island, and it's 10-7 with 9:21 to go. Laura Bain gets the goal that time.
Number 36, Becca Dibble.
That was really good offensive movement by Wesleyan, just making sure that they can pass. They used their numbers to their advantage to make sure they could get it to the back of the net.
So that the first goal of this first quarter, or fourth quarter. 5 minutes, 39 seconds in. Laura Bain, her second goal. Becca Dibble gets the assist. Not over yet, but Salisbury, an uphill battle in the final 9:21. And Jim Nestor wants to talk things over. Unfamiliar territory at this stage of the season for his team, down 10-7 late in the fourth quarter. They got work to do. We'll see if they can after the break.
Sure, we care about the environment and the community,
but we weren't sure what we could do to make a real impact that wouldn't cost us a fortune. Then we found out about Nautilus Community Solar. We don't have to own our own home, and it doesn't cost us a thing. In fact, we actually save money by choosing community solar.
It feels good knowing that we're creating a more sustainable and more affordable future for family and friends.
Let's build a brighter future together. Let's solar.
We understand an upside-down world, but they're writing us off before we get to the starting line. A stalled generation? Who do you think is gonna fix all this? We will, because our future is the future. So we're going to build bridges and hospitals in a day, and feed those left in the cold. We're going to do all this and more, because we have an appointment with destiny.
Friends, please support our partner, Bagel Bakery Cafe. Bagel Bakery Cafe is proud to support Salisbury Athletics. Stop in today for their famous Chesapeake crab dip and fresh bagels. For 26 years, Bagel Bakery Cafe has been supplying the freshest and tastiest bagels and eats. Located right on South Salisbury Boulevard next to SU, Bagel Bakery Cafe, a proud partner of the Seagulls. Out of the timeout by Salisbury, 9:21. They've got 9 minutes and 21 seconds to overcome this 3-goal deficit. And not a whole lot else to say. Izzy Weintraub been up to the task in goal. The Salisbury defense has been struggling since Pechoviak went down. We'll see how the final 9:21 plays out. Price and Tangy match up at the circle. This ground ball, Vilov fighting for it. Takes a unfortuitous bounce, still on the ground. And the Cardinals come up with it. This is Horst. She's had a couple of big ground balls. For the Cardinals, that pass gets away. Who's going to get to it first? Salisbury. In great position that time was Madeline Davis. The Seagulls now working against the clock, down 3. In desperate need of a goal. They haven't scored yet in this fourth quarter. Vilov to Pepper. Parker now receives it back from Price. Back to Pepper in the near corner. Hanchy. Scannell comes back in. Crossfield pass. Nothing there for Ott. Hanchy at X. Opts to give to Pepper. 41 seconds on the shot clock. Pepper looking for somewhere to go. Has to outlet back to Ott. That's Parker, excuse me. Now to Ott. Ott makes a move inside the 8-meter. Still holding on to it through traffic, but couldn't get a good look. 24 on the shot clock. 7:48 on the game clock. Price moves along the end line. Now Parker does the same thing. Vilov, 10 seconds. Shot clock winding down. They got to get a look soon. 8 seconds. Outside. This is going to be a foul and free position, but only 2 seconds on the shot clock, so Meredith Price will be the one to take the free position. She almost has to shoot it. She almost certainly will. Crowd goes silence. Price steps in, shoots, scores! No, it went right and hit the side of the net. It looked from here like the goal was scored. Hit the side of the net. So no goal. Now the Seagull defense really in need of another stop. Scannell might just get it there. No, she'll be hit with the foul. Clock very much the friend of the Cardinals right now. Referees getting their game and shot clock synchronized. Knifing through the Seagull defense is Wesleyan and Molly Simon. Now they will use up every bit of these 74 seconds that they have to shoot. And Salisbury really with no other choice but to just let them use it up. See the Cardinals playing very far back from the 12-meter. Just chewing the clock down as much as they can as we hit 6 minutes remaining in the game. Now under 30 remaining. Lie directing traffic. Dishes back outside to Shoemaker. And Greer. Now down to 15. This is going to be a foul, and a very costly one for Salisbury as it'll be free position.
They did a good job running the clock down, making sure that they could get position.
And now if DeLeo shoots this wide, they'll get a fresh 60. So we'll see what she elects to do with it. 2 players stationed behind the net for Wesleyan. 4 shift back now. And some confusion with the shot clock. It had been running down, so it's reset to 15. So that was what the delay was for, was the shot clock. DeLeo marches in against Dorsey, shoots high and scores. That's a big one. 11-7 now with 5:35 left to go. Sam DeLeo capitalizes
number 26, Sam DeLeo.
on the free position. And the Cardinals continue to dominate this fourth.
Sam DeLeo had 1 shot versus Colby in their last game. And now has 1 goal.
And it's a big one. Put her team up 4 with 5:35 to go. Salisbury in need of a few successive draw control victories. And Jim Nestor will call timeout to talk things over. 5:35 left. Seagulls find themselves down 4.
Timeout.
It's been all Wesleyan through most of this third quarter and fourth. Got the conclusion of the game coming up.
Salisbury University thanks its sponsors and corporate partners of Seagull Athletics. They are Lafayette Federal Credit Union, Nautilus Solar, Hopper's Tap House, University Park Apartments, Peninsula Orthopedic Associates, Island Creamery, Maryland Army National Guard, BioLife Plasma, The Irish Penny Pub and Grill, Serve Pro of the Lower Shore, Rise Up Coffee Roasters, Saltine Warrior Sports Pub, and Harry's Bar. Thanks again for your support of Salisbury University Athletics. Remember to visit www.suseagulls.com anytime, day or night, to find out more about Salisbury University's 21 varsity sports. The Salisbury Athletic website is the home of everything you need to be up to date with the Seagulls. From stats and stories to historical information and video highlights from the Seagull Sports Network, you can find it at the online home for Salisbury Athletics. suseagulls.com, your one-stop shop for everything maroon and gold. And for even more ways to follow Salisbury Athletics, follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at SU Seagulls.
Out of the final Salisbury timeout of the game, 5:35 remaining in the game. Jeremy Carr, Mackenzie Womack here at the Nest. The Seagulls find themselves down 4 in need of a successful draw control. It'll be Doyle matched up against Tangney, who has been borderline unstoppable here in this fourth quarter.
Yeah, she's definitely been hard to beat up in the top of the circle, so we'll see if Doyle can come out with the win.
This one's rifled and she's unable to do so as it's scooped up by Diomede. And again, she'll just look to run some clock. You have to wonder before too long if Jim Nestor will send out Dorsey to help play defense. As we approach the 5-minute mark, Shoemaker forced into a corner by Fleischl, now forced towards the end line. Manages to get the pass out. 55 seconds on the shot clock.
Dorsey is out of the goal right now, playing some defense, adding some pressure on, so we'll see how that helps the goals here.
It might cost him here. DeLeo has a window. Elects not to take the shot. Now Tangney, she might, she will, she'll score. That might be the dagger. Kiara Tangney, empty netter, 12-7 with 4:34 to go.
Wesleyan goal scored by number 15, Kiara Tangney.
The Seagulls were on the ropes already. Their third, Tangney gets the third Wesleyan goal of the fourth quarter. Salisbury still yet to score in this period. They're now down 5 with 4:34 to go.
And that's Tangney's second goal of the game, allowing Wesleyan to be up 12-7 with 4 minutes left.
And no surprise, Kim Williams will send her right back to the circle to face off against Price. Ball on the ground, and once again, Diomede comes up with it, plus the foul, and this might be a card. And it will be. Yellow assessed to Meredith Price. So now the Cardinals have player advantage.
Yellow card, number 16, Meredith Price.
Price heads to the sideline. Now they can really milk some clock. Seagulls forced to play up aggressively on every player who touches the ball for Wesleyan as we approach the 4-minute mark now. Lai moves to the corner. Veloff shadows. Clock continues to wind.
Not much the goals can do here when you're a man down and they're just trying to run the clock out, so you can't add much pressure.
Yeah, they're really unable to. Kind of just forced to watch that shot clock wind down. They leave Lai pretty distant in the corner. Now she'll step in, trying to get by Hessen. Now inside the 8-meter, the shot and the goal! It was Diomede this time. And if there was any doubt, it's gone now. 13-7. Wesleyan continues their run. It's Diomede that time, as we said.
Wesleyan goal scored by number 5, Lindsay Diomede.
This fourth quarter has been all Cardinals.
This Wesleyan bench pretty pumped up with how they're playing today, especially after coming off of a tough loss.
And so Molly Greer is going to get credit for the assist there. That'll make it 13-7. So 2 straight ranked opponents to open the season for Wesleyan. They will, in all likelihood, come out of that 2-game stretch with a 1-1 record. And strange to see that they were taking on a NESCAC opponent to start their season and another draw control for the Cardinals. Usually we don't see conference matchups till the end of the season, but they start out with a conference opponent. Tasted defeat there, but that was despite great defense, which has been their MO through these first 2 games. They've held 2 ranked opponents to a combined 17 goals. And they're probably going to leave the nest with a 13-7 victory. Likely try to run it out. And they may be able to score a couple more, but they will likely win this game, as that one is knocked out of bounds. Salisbury will try to rebound. They'll taste defeat for the first time this year. They'll go to 4-1. They have Gettysburg coming up here this Wednesday, home game. And then they have another home game Saturday the 16th. So this is the first of 3 consecutive home games, all within the span of a week. And not the start that Jim Nestor was looking for on the homestand. But Gettysburg on Wednesday, Roanoke on Saturday.
They can take this loss, use it to prepare themselves in order to have a successful rest of the week and come out 2-0 for the rest of the week. So
they will need to do just that, as Wesleyan took over in the fourth quarter, really no other way to put it. Parker trying to find Knight, unable to that time. Knight couldn't handle it. $1:22 remaining. Moving forward for Wesleyan, they will head to Washington, D.C. this Wednesday to take on Catholic, and then they have another NESCAC opponent this Saturday, as it looks like Salisbury will have free position here. They'll face Williams in Connecticut this Saturday, and then Monday the 18th face off against Endicott. Salisbury trying to gain back some momentum here. Scannell will take free position. And that one hit the pipe, and that has pretty much been emblematic of Salisbury's day thus far. Scannell misses off the pipe, and we're under a minute remaining. And the Cardinals successfully clearing. Shot clock doesn't matter now. Only 30 seconds remaining on the game clock. The Seagulls, despite out-shooting Cardinals 28-24, held to just 7 goals thanks to an incredible performance from Izzy Weintraub. 12 saves, just 7 goals allowed. So, big day from her, and it's going to lead her team to victory. 7 seconds. The final 5 tick away. And there's the horn. The Wesleyan University Cardinals pull off the upset, coming in to take on the number 4 ranked Seagulls on the road. They come out victorious. Salisbury will taste defeat for the first time this year. They'll go to 4-1. Wesleyan evens up their record at 1 win and 1 loss. Definitely a very tight game through the first 3. Wesleyan just kind of pulled away there in the 4th.
Salisbury did have a lot of turnovers, and they could not capitalize on their opportunities to have the ball, but even though Wesleyan had more turnovers, I feel like they capitalized on their opportunities better.
We thank you for watching this presentation of Salisbury University Athletics on the Seagull Sports Network. Our executive producer has been Nick Lewis. Our camera operators have been Billy Griffith and Jack Whalen. Our replay technician has been Ben Weinbrenner, and our TriCaster operator has been Olivia Kuntz, and our director has been RJ Dennis. For my partner Mackenzie Womack and all of us here at SGSN, this is Jeremy Carr saying so long from Seagull Stadium, and we'll see you next time. We sure are glad you joined us. Today's final score, once again, Wesleyan 13, Salisbury 7.